Hi there, by request, today we are going to be looking at how to create your own Tannhäuser character. I'm going to use a easy and simple way, focus on those who want to start editing images. First thing to do it would be to download this file that I have shared in the description of the video, custom resourcer, where you will find a lot of templates and other useful material for this purpose. Secondly, you will need a photo editor. Photoscape X is a great alternative. It has a free version that allows you to download and install it for free. But if you are familiar with any other, use it. No problem at all. So, secondly, we will need to have a concept in mind. What about develop for demonstration purpose Freya von Karloff? Freya von Karloff it was suggested as a Tannhäuser character in the old Fantasy Flight forum by the Grand Clamp, where he suggests some ideas that can be useful for us to make a starting point with her. At the end, once you have developed and create your character, it will be important to print it in the right size. For that purpose, we will see how to do it, how to create a PDF file with a free program. So let's start. So once you have downloaded the custom resource file, you will find these folders which contains the templates of sheet characters for the Shogunate, the Rake, the Matriarchy, the Union. Other are neutral, grids, separated grids, the bugs, and even other templates for epic heroes. The second folder is for tokens for all factions with different colors. Here there is another one uh, mm, made by Jeremy Terry. Uh, he made a video about how to create it, and we are going to see as well how to do it. Skills for describing the abilities of your different characters. Stands for each different faction. Character rule, this is for the sheets if you want to create a one. They are files of Photoscape X special files which are composed by layer. We will see them later. If instead of a sheet you want to create cards, equipment card for your character, here we have the different types of equipment cards for create the packs of each character. Crates as well, some of them without background. And finally, others like frames, templates for different cheats. That's all. So the next step is to collect the images that we want to use for creating our character. In this case, I want this image to place it in the character sheet. I downloaded previously. That's the reason what the Explorer is asking. And if I want to add a rifle or so, I should looking for in Google what you want. This one is a good candidate, so let's download it and we have it. So once you have installed the Photoscape X and open, you have to go to editor. Inside editor, go to character sheet. Um, in this case, which is because it's a rake character, we are going to take the rake template, this one. We are going now use this function that we have here in this part. We are going to insert the pic of Freya that we have downloaded. This one is what which I downloaded. But as you can see, this one is too big to fit the size of um, the template. So I could deactivate preserve aspect ratio to play with this possibility, but it doesn't look great. It's not the effect that we want. So we can cut out the image. For that, we are going to go this way. First of all, we are going to go to Freya and let's take the original pics. Then we go to edit. Then go to crop. In this case, we are going to set the free aspect. And with this function that you can use with the mouse, you can take this size, this part. So pressing crop, the image is cropped, and now we can save it as GPG. Okay, and we have it. So now we can return to our character sheet, this one, and insert it here. Okay, let's insert an image. Let's go. This one is the second we made. Let's deactivating preserve aspect ratio. We can adjust a bit better. What about this one? Is it fit you? The effect is better than the other one. I think it's nice at this way. So we have the character, the image character inserted in the board. So now we have to we have to insert the name. For that, instead of images, we are going to insert text. And here we can change here the size. For instance, we can place 80, or for instance, more accurate would be 50. We as well we can recite using this function. Let's place is it introduce Freya Bomb Karlov is too big, you can see, so we are going to resize it smaller in this case. Okay, this way is going to fit. Place it as you want. Here you can set the opacity that you want for this text. Here you can change the type of the font of the text. Okay, so enough for this. But now we have to insert the stat. But first, look at this. What about if we don't want that Freya is part of the Oscura Corp? Yeah, and we want to remove this affiliation stamp. So for that, we have a tool here in Tools called Spot Healing Brush. This one, so that allows us to make this magic here. And look at, is totally eliminated, deleted. Okay, and now we can insert, once finished we press the X, and we can now insert other affiliation. So for that we are going to go to our custom resources, the file I shared, and go to stamps. So we want she is from the Blues Tomb, so let's play this one. Okay, this affiliation for her. Maybe she could be part of the Ace division because she's a girlfriend of Raymar Porcarlo, the boss of the Ace division. So I can change here the color. When I could place other color, as you can see, black or whatever you want, but with the function fill you can place what you consider best. Well, it's something that we have here to use. Now let's insert. No image. Sorry. Oops. What is this? We are the text. Okay. let's introduce the stats. What about 7, 5, a 5, um, a 7, for instance? I could trying to fit uh, desactivating preservation aspect ratio. I can make something like this. Okay, a bit. We are going to reduce it a bit. Okay, this is way better. Uh-huh. If it's nice for us, we can now duplicate it to save work. Uh, we can modify now this other. Let's say again, duplicate again. Place the stat that you consider best, of course. I'm improvising. This is just for demonstration purposes, so don't consider this a serious work at all. Finally, duplicate. Finally, we are going to place here 4, 3. Um, what about a 3 here? This is just an example, and a 5. Okay, we have the stats, and we have to introduce the skills. Again, our resource, custom resource file, are going to help with this folder. We have to insert those that say remove BG, remove background. So, for instance, she has this one. Other could be some frost as well. With this function, we can set the size. Okay. Another one texture could be proper for her. What about weaponry? Because according to this character, it could be logical. Okay, and now we have it. So we have the character sheet. Perfect. So we have to save. We are going to do it in two different files. First, we are going to save the project in the specific Photoscape file, and we are going to call it Freya. Freya, okay. And now we have in this project, we have all the different layers. So we can take it and modify in the future. As you can see, I still can change any of these parts, okay? And then we are going to save it in other format like GPG for the rest. So now we have two different files, the project and the image. Now we are going to see how to create a different token. Let's go. Okay, let's make the equipment for Freya. Imagine that we have downloaded this rifle and we want to be part of her equipment. So I have to remove the background. To do this, we have alternatives on the web, but Photoscape has this function cutout that helps you to remove the background. As you can see here, we have magic eraser. With this, we can set the tolerance level. Okay, once you press the area that you want to remove, in this case, in the white part, look at what happens instantly is removing the whole part with white color. So we want to remove this one. For this part that are more difficult, we can use the brush, this one. Look at this, how it's the arrows are so well. Okay, we have it. If we file, if doing this, we can return with other restore function. Look, we can use this function, but it's not the case. We want to remove this area, and now we are going to save it. In this case, we are going to go to Freya. Let's place rifle. Okay. Okay, two. Let's two. We have it. Um, Now we are going to go to the resource custom resource file because we want the token for dispensable. Let's go again to an editor. Let's select this is a dispensable token for the rake, so we can use this one. Let's open it a bit more and insert the image of the rifle that we have. Let's see if we can find it. Is this one? Okay, here we have it. We can place it. Okay, we could do some transformation with this function, for instance. What about this? If we want to give a bit of perspective, let's try another. This one or this other. It's up to you to decide what do you want to, how it looks. For instance, this one, let's see. Okay, we can move it this way. Okay. Um, Here we have rifle to be more okay. Here. Okay. We can take to modify the color with this different function. For example, could be darker, okay, or more contrast, or even we could change the temperature. It's something that can be useful in some circumstances. So, well, let's play this way. It's not bad. And, well, a bit with this function, we can spin the position of the item. We are going to set a bit of shadow. Let's see this one with this function. Okay, let's see a bit the distance. We can change it and the angle with this other. You can try with a bit of blur. Could be possible to make it different. Okay, a bit the distance as well. Opacity. Well, okay. Let's say it's okay. We have it now. Okay, now we are going to save it. This item should be saved in PNG format because this way you are not going to token. Let's say number one token Freya refill. Okay, we have it. This one. What about if we want to create another one? Well, we are going to save as well the project as previously we made rifle. Sorry, I'm going to repeat this because I think it's not there. And we have it, the main weapon, a rifle with a scope. Okay. What about we want to create a special object? For instance, we have the peak that came in the Tannhäuser field ops. In the suggestion made by the Grand Clam was said that she could have this evil eye, which allow her to avoid loss. She doesn't need line of sight when attacked. We could make a special object with this. For that, we could go to edit, crop, for instance, crop circular in circle. Okay, so let's make a circle to make the token, the special object. Uh, let's say it's not totally red this way. A bit more here. Okay, no, 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 no. Hmm. It's exactly this. This is okay. So we crop and we have it. We could change the color here. We have different types of effect that we can apply. Okay. Um, just magic color. There is other in edition adjustment. For instance, reduce noise, replace. Well, it's a question that you serve the different options that have this um, program. Use the best that fit you. For instance, this one. So we are going to save it. Save it as PNG better to avoid background. Okay, because GPG doesn't support um, the background, remove it. So it's better PNG for this purpose. So we have the part of the token. Now we are going to create the token with the border. So for that, we could simply insert, for instance, this will change the color, and we can add a circle, and this way we have it. We have now we can reduce the thickness. Okay, to this could be option. Other option could be to insert this on a token. Let's see how this other technique as well. But this one is more than enough. So let's keep it, save it. Let's say special object. Okay, we have it. Other idea could be this one. For instance, we could take our custom resource. We can go to tokens. We could take this one, for instance, insert the this is here. Where is tutorial Freya? Uh, which we have. Look at this. We can fit the image in the other one. Look at this. We can place it over the previous layer. This is some other technique. We can save it again. Two, for instance. What else? This could be one of the tokens. Uh, we could use other token for her abilities like infiltration, as Moebius suggested. So, infiltration is an ability of Eva Kramer. We can use the same token. So, let's see where is, for instance, this is this could be the token for um, this ability. We could, in the same way, we could improve the border with this. Oops, this one here, because the one I have downloaded from the net is a bit blurry in the border. So this could be an option. Uh, let's place it better. We have it. Practically, we have it. Okay. Thickness a bit more. Okay. So we can save it. Infiltration. Victoria Freya. Here we have. I'm going to save it as GPG. No, sorry. PNG. PNG better, as I told you before. Let's call it 33. 3. Other one could be a medal, as it was suggested as well by Ivan Alais Moebius, because this way she could have the ability of put in Overwatch once per turn without. In this case, we are going to bring in front the the border, the circle. Let's say if I take it, bring to bro. Okay, we have it now. Again, we can save it again like Overwatch. For in this case, Overwatch. And we had several equipment for her. Just a little clarification. When you make the token and you place the border, keep in mind that when you save a part that must be in PNG, this question, do you want to enlarge and save the photo including the object outside? Yes, is going to make that you don't lose any part. So I'm going to keep it this one as number two, uh, because in other case you are going to suffer this cut, a kind of this kind of cut that appears in this other. Right? If you enlarge, there is a cut, but the way to save it, this one has been savage enlarging the border, so you can avoid this bad effect. Well, I want to comment that there are some online alternatives for removing the background, very interesting. For instance, this one, remove BG. For instance, imagine I want to remove the background of this image. Look what can do this web. It's great. It's sometimes better than our option in Photoscape. So I can download it. I can use it later and use it this folder. Okay. For removing the background, okay, it's not the best resolution that you can download unless you go to this other that must be logging and all that. And other web interesting for our tags is this other, which allow you to cut to crop in circle very easy as well. For instance, if I want to make a token, it could be useful to use this option. That's sometimes is an alternative. I will leave links in the description. So look at this. It's great. So another alternative that you can use for this kind of task. So let's see how it we could look the character sheet with the tokens that we have made. Only means the last one, infiltration, this one. I want to mention that whenever you want to place in the first, in the front, image, a layer, you only have to go here, press the right button of the mouse, and push bring to front. Okay, I haven't explained this, so I hope with this can be clarified. So it would be the combat pack. for Freya. And now we should develop our rule sheet. So for that, we can go to this file that I shared. We are going to submit the project like two. Okay, and this one as two as well. Now go to the character shear rule, something like that. This one was what I used to make my spearheads, but I have included in the file shared because it's a good starting point for you. For instance, you could simply remove this one, select and press delete, or then you can uh, insert your character. In this case, for our example, Freya, this one. Now we can duplicate to get the effect, typical effect. The second one is going to be the opacity. This one. Where is opacity? Here. We are going to reduce it to get the official effect for this character. So now we have to introduce to place the name. So Freya Bomb Karlov. Um, we can apply some effects. For instance, we could place it this effect. We can change the border and even we can change the color to place it as you want. We're going to remove this one. Sorry, this one for the effect duplicate again. This one we are going to simply to change the color and remove the outline. So we have something similar to the typical Tannhäuser. And this one we are going to bring to front. Now we have it. But all this you can do it as you prefer. This is a question of liking and creativity. And now we could place the special object in this first character sheet. So this one, the demonic uh, eye, and we can here place different, I don't know, hardware or could then explain the ability that provide this artifact. For instance, avoid uh, the line of sight when, I don't know, when attack with the rifle. I don't know. Attack when you attack with. For instance, this is only an example. Oops, I want to place in first plane. Okay, and now we can even. This is just an example as I'm explaining, but it could be an option, and then you have to save it. Save as you want, a GPG or whatever. Then the second one could be this other cheat. Let's see if it's a lot. Okay, we have it, and then we can complete here the rest. This one not because it has a background, so I'm going to place the other one that was remove it. For instance, the rifle. The other one could be the Overwatch medal, or whatever we want to call it. Finally, the infiltration, this one, so on. We could continue it to fill the stamina pad, the command pad, and of course to place the text of each weapon or ability or pack. In fact, the same. We could save it as project and as image. That could be my recommendation. But if instead of making character sheet, you want to make a Kidman card, we have the template as well. So it could be the same just by inserting this token that previously we have created. It could be the ABLI or whatever we want to call it. For instance, for the text, we could place here the title. So we are going to change the well, Rockwell is nice for the text, but for the title we could change for we could change with stencil. Stencil is perfect for this. It's the most similar. Okay, I don't know. Evil eye or whatever you want to call it. We have to describe what kind of object is this, a cool hardware ability, so on. Then you only have to adjust, of course, you have to adjust the text, the size of the text, and then save it. Okay, we have it as well. So that's all for the rule of the character. The last step is to create a PDF with the tokens and the character sheet. First, we are going to make the PDF for the character sheet. This program is free, but although you can see it is in Spanish, you can install it in English when you open the file. So I left a link to the program, but remember that you can use it in English. There are other more advanced, but I'm happy with this one. So the first thing we are going to do is to set up the configuration, one column and two rows in this case, because we want it this way, for the character sheet and the back of it. And then the cards, in this case, could be 140 millimeters in both sides. Okay, so we have it. Now we have to add images. So let's add the our creation and the back that we can find in the custom resource character sheet template. Here it could be the one for the rake. So we push create PDF and we can oh my god, one moment, I'm going to close it because I was trying previously create. Okay, let's do it again. Replace. We have it. Here we have it. I don't know if this one is for the matriarchy, but it's the same. It's an example. Here we have it. We can go to a printing service or print with our printer, and remember to print in real format. So this way you will have the correct size of the images. So this one, it could be fine. That's all. Now, how we could make for the different token? Well, this is an example. Let's see. We are going to modify the for instance, I can add as many as I want. For instance, 6 column and 8 rows. For the size, I could say, for instance, 31 by 31, considering that later must be cut it. And we are going to add the token that we have made. For instance, this one, this other. Of course, we would add the back of the token. We haven't do it, but this is an example. Let's see. We could even place 2 of each one. Okay, and now press again, create PDF. It could be Freya tokens, for instance. And let's see what we have here. They are, and they can be printed in the same way that I explained previously. That just to encourage you to develop your own character is not so difficult. I'm not a designer. I just a regular Tannhäuser fan that have a lot of passion for the game, and I want to share this with you. And if you need any help or you think I can help you, of course, contact me with any problem. All the best, and until the next video. Bye.